2024-05-07. Approval of extension of lease with 107 Main LLC for the term of July 1, 2024 until June 20, 2027 for office space for the Hawkins County Industrial Board. Thank you, Mr. Gibson. Is there a second? Second by Mr. Kern. Any discussion?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Who negotiated this contract?
Who negotiated the contract?
Mr. Elkins with the Industrial Development Board.
Industrial Board and Dr. Abernathy who owns the building.
Who on the county part? Who represented the taxpayers of Hawkins County? Is my question.
Larry Elkins. The Industrial Board is part of the county. It's their office space.
We're paying for it.
Huh?
But we're paying for it.
Well, it's in their budget, and we're funding their budget, yes.
I mean, for good measure, Mr. Mayor, and I guess this question might be for Sarah. This question was posed to me, and I felt like I didn't have a great answer. Is there any county space that we can offer for them to use that would save them some money as opposed to renting from a private individual?
We don't have a space available that would have a boardroom with it. They need an office space and they also need a boardroom to have their meetings in.
Do they not use the Pulse Electric board?
No.
They use the Pulse Electric for their monthly meetings, but when a company comes in and does negotiations with them, they need a space to do that in and spread out. This is basically the whole floor for $1,100 a month. That includes the utilities.
Could they use the committee meeting room at the mayor's office when it's not used by the commission?
Where are they going to put their office?
Well, I mean, that's a good question. I don't know if there is space. I don't know if there is. Sarah said there wasn't space because there wasn't the ability for them to have meetings. But if they had meetings at the mayor's office, there's really another space somewhere.
There's really no office spaces, they're saying.
We don't have any office space available in our buildings. I mean, we also rent the Ag Extension office and the 4-H office and office space as well.
Mr. Chairman, as you walk in the mayor's office, whatever, as soon as you walk in, I think there's 3 open office spaces.
There's not any.
What's in there?
One of them is the conference room that Teresa uses to deal with HR stuff. One of them is the storage room and the shredder, and the other one goes into Sarah's office. There's not an inch of space we don't use in our office.
This contract is $45,000, 3 years. I think we need to utilize the space for that.
All right, is there any other questions about the resolution? Is there, one other question I have, is there some kind of a clause that gives them so long, let's say that we didn't renew the lease, do they have so long before they have to be out? Is there like an extension on the end of their lease where they have 60 days, 90 days?
I don't know.
Mr. Chairman, Mayor, are we currently paying $900 a month?
What are we paying, Sarah? Yeah, but what are we paying now is what he's asking.
I think we're paying $950.
$950.
And in 3 years, this one goes up to $1,650. That's an 80% increase in 3 years.
It goes up to $1,400 a month.
16.
Annual. Annual is $1,680.
And tell me again, who represented the taxpayers on negotiating?
Larry Elkins and the Industrial Board.
All right, any other questions on 2024-05-07? Seeing none, Ms. Sarah, will you call the roll, please?
Tom Kern,
Yes.
John Gibson,
Yes.
Danny Alves,
No?
Robbie Palmer,
Yes.
Joshua Gillum,
No.
Jason Roach.
Yes.
4 yes, 2 no, motion carries.
Just means it gets passed on to the full commission, it's not a done deal. 2024-05-07, Commissioner Roach.
The Honorable Mark DeWitt, Chairman and members of the Hawkins County Board of Commissioners regular session met this 20th day of May 2024. Resolution of reference, approval of extension of lease with 107 East Main LLC for the term of July 1st, 2024 until June 20th, 2027 for office space for the Hawkins County Industrial Board. Whereas the Hawkins County Industrial Board has leased space in the former U.S. Bank building located at 107 East Main Street, Rogersville, Tennessee, beginning August 1st, 2009. Whereas the original lease for the space was dated August 1st, 2009 and was amended July 30th, 2012, September 28th, 2015, July 1st, 2018, and July 1st, 2021. Whereas the current lease expires June 30th, 2024. Whereas the Hawkins County Industrial Board wishes to extend the lease for the space beginning July 1st, 2024 and expiring June 30, 2027. Whereas the rent for the space will be on an incremental scale as follows. Term July 1st, 2024 through June 30th, 2024. Annual rent $13,200 with a monthly payment of $1,100. July 1st, 2025 through June 30, 2026 with an annual rent of $15,000, monthly rent of $1,250. July 1st, 2026 through June 20, 2027, annual rent of $16,800 with a monthly rent of $1,400. Therefore, be it resolved that Hawkins County Mayor Mark DeWitt be authorized to sign the above-mentioned update lease amendment, a copy of which is attached to this resolution for the office space being used by the Hawkins County Industrial Board. Mr. Chairman, I so move.
The motion from Commissioner Roach, second from Commissioner Kern. Commissioner Gillum, you're on the floor.
Yeah, I know we just discussed this in budget committee, and I happen to think after we were finished discussing it, about the Wholesome Business Development group building up at BAE. Is there office space up there we can utilize?
It's full.
For them? It is full?
Yes, completely full.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on that board, so I go to the meetings and I know that it's full with a waiting list, so.
Well, that's good news.
Yeah, it is, absolutely. Yeah, she's doing a great job up there, so. Any other questions? Commissioner Alves?
Yes. All the commissioners weren't present when we discussed this while ago. Can you share with the rest of my fellow commissioners who negotiated on taxpayers' behalf on this?
Larry Elkins, who is chairman of the industrial board, negotiated with Dr. Eddie Abernathy, who owns the building. They did. I can tell you that they did start out wanting like $1,500 a month for the first year, and it was negotiated down. So.
I mean, have they looked at other options? Is there a possibility they could find? I mean, I think people who rent commercial space seem to believe that this is a competitive rate, but I mean, have they tried to look at it?
They believe this is a competitive,
It is a competitive rate, yes. From what
Considered it includes utilities and basically the whole floor of the bank. They've got rooms for, when companies come in, they want to set up a little place to work from too. So it needs to be a fairly large facility, and that has served them well. But I'm not saying there's no other place for them to go, for sure.
Mr. Mayor, how often do they have companies that they entertain at that office?
Fairly often. There are 4 visiting right now on a regular basis. Anything else, Commissioner Alves?
Yes. Do they not utilize the gas company when they have their meetings and lunch?
They have their board meetings at the gas company, but it's no longer a lunch. It's only a meeting.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mr. Clones.
I'm not really against that. I just, we raise questions, pay $300 a month, keep the trash depot open, but we're willing to spend as much as $16,000 in 2026 to have space for these people. It doesn't seem logical.
I'm sorry, $300 a month for what? I didn't catch that.
For the trash depot.
113 and stuff like that.
Oh.
Didn't want to pay $300 a month for the He couldn't hear you, Larry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I understand your question, but, you know, that I don't have a dog in this fight. It's up to you all.
You do too, you're a taxpayer.
Don't you know mayors don't pay taxes? And we get food free everywhere we go. That's what everybody thinks. I don't pay my water bill, I don't pay my liquor. Okay, Commissioner Klontz, is that all you had?
Yes, sir.
All right, Commissioner Thacker.
Somebody already answered, but I couldn't hear it. How many days a week is this facility used?
Their office is open 5 days a week, 8 to 4, like every other county office. Yeah. They have Rebecca Baker, who's there all the time, and then Larry Elkins, who is unpaid industrial development chairman, is there quite a bit as well. Is that all? Mr. Thacker, is that all? All right, let's see who's next. Commissioner Roach.
You know, I'm almost tempted. I don't know, their current contract ends July 1st, 2024, correct?
Correct.
So it would be reasonable for us to hear this again in June and let us collect some more information about
Correct.
what they're doing.
That's correct.
I'm not going to pull the resolution because I don't know where on any other commissioners' things. They may want to vote on it. But I personally would like to have a little bit more time to look into what we can do to try to find maybe another option, or at least hear out from Mr. Elkins what their needs are.
Do you want to pull it or postpone
Well,
it till next month?
what I would consider doing is asking the commission to vote to suspend it definitely until the next regularly scheduled commission meeting. That way, if it fails, we can vote on it tonight and move on. If I pull it, then nobody has a chance to vote. So I will make a motion to suspend 2024-05-07 until the June commission meeting.
Give us just a minute.
Okay, give them a minute. We've got a motion on the floor to suspend to a definite date of next month's
Regularly
commission meeting.
scheduled commission meeting.
Okay, did you second, John?
I did.
We got a second from John Gibson. I'm just telling you, take your time. See what y'all get for throwing wrenches. Yeah. Okay, so a motion on the floor from Commissioner Roach, second Commissioner Gibson, to suspend to a definite date of next month's regularly scheduled meeting. Any questions? Hearing none, let's go ahead and vote.
Well, yes, 2 absent.
All right, resolution suspended till next month's regular commission.